So in today's video, we're going to be going and testing this brand new Frack inflator pump. We just got this installed in the last video. $4,500 setup. But it's specialty items, but that's why fracking is so expensive, because absolutely everything on this truck is a culmination of specialty items. But we got a call from one of the local drillers that my father's been friends with for, 30, 40 years. And they cut a 450-foot hole that doesn't make any water. Took 5 days to fill up. So we're going to go and try and frack it. And we're going to put that new pump to the test. Another thing that we did here with this packer is last week. I didn't film it, but I do have some photos, so I'll throw them in there with this. If you remember in the past, we had a problem with this deflating. Took 30 minutes, then 40 minutes. It was getting longer and longer and longer. So we decided we needed to get rid of the oil because the company, Star Hydro, I called Jim. Jim said, get rid of the oil. It's probably swelling up the rubber of the inner bladder. And we took the packer completely off. We took the butt off of it and we took the head off of it, and we actually flipped it around. When we did that, I sent Jim photos, and this center shaft here is just like the center shaft on a hydraulic system, on any hydraulic piston. This is the piston. Instead of this moving like most hydraulic cylinders do, this slides and the piston stays stationary. That's how it seals and that's how it swells. Well, the inner bladder is supposed to have about a 1/4 inch gap around this piece to allow the fluid to flow around it. Well, the rubber had swollen over time and basically squeezed in and around this piece here, which created its own, semi O-ring seal. And when it did that, pressure coming in would allow it to force by it. And then the natural pressure pushing back, it took forever for it to seep around that shaft to get it back. So that in turn was the problem. So what we did, we flipped it, made the bottom the top, the top the bottom, because one side was worse than the other. And we went in with a rotary file and we cleaned some of that swollen rubber right around the edge. And we're gonna go see if that fixes it, or if it's just shot. So hopefully there's nothing wrong with it. Jim says to inflate it in a piece of steel, so that's what we did. We put a piece of steel pipe here, we inflated it to 1500 psi, and we left it there for 30 minutes. We didn't have any leakage and we didn't have any drawdown, so we're good there. So our test of it is good. We bled all the air out of it. That's good. So enough of me talking. Let's go ahead and head on to the job site, and we're going to jump straight into the frack. We're going to try this new inflator pump out for the first time. The pressures aren't as high as they used to be either. It used to be 1500 right there, and now it's a lot freer flowing.
Yeah, the oil was thick.
Yeah. He don't know. He don't know.
This is the part we were trying to get. We used to have a reservoir with cooking oil.
This will allow the packer to inflate a whole lot faster and deflate a whole lot faster.
That's just an RV antifreeze.
Alcohol-based antifreeze. There it goes.
Yeah, pretty good.
Ooh. Yeah, don't hit it again.
I'm not. Yeah, that's pretty good. It feels faster.
Oh, yeah. No, it does it a whole lot quicker. Yeah. But it was probably, it might have been opening up the bypass.
Yeah, but once you bypass, you know, we turn it too close to the back, you're not dropping that far.
Oh yeah, no. That has nothing to do with the drop. I mean, it could bleed back through here, but doubtful. I think it opened and then it pressurized that one. Is there a well in that house right there? We might be blocking this guy.
That well makes a lot of water.
Really?
Yeah, that's 20 gallons a minute. That feeds the whole neighborhood.
That's crazy. 20 gallon a minute well that feeds the neighborhood, and then here we are, what, 50 feet away with a 450 foot dry hole. That was nerve wracking. Hey, what pressure did the Packer read?
It was up there too. It was matching this.
It was matching that. Okay. Wow. Absolutely insane. I've never seen it go that high and stay that high for that long. The motor didn't like it. I was holding the throttle wide open. Okay, let's try it again. Over the next 60 seconds, the pressure increases from 1300 back up to 1600. We've never seen anything like this before. We're still just running it in first gear and we're back to 1750 psi. We've been at this for about 15 minutes and watch what happens next. Right now I'm just letting the tank fill back up. Want to make sure we didn't have the Packer leaking. That looks good. And it's dropped down to about 900. Now we swole back up. That was so much pressure that what we saw up there brought this to like 2,500. That's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, we could really we could go with a smaller pump. It gets on with it.
It does. So I guess this is a community well. You can tell just by that little box right there on the ceiling, on the roof. That's what you take off in order to pull the pump out. That way they can pull out the 21-foot sticks of either PVC or galvanized. I don't know if it's open or not. I'm kind of curious. But this well makes 20 gallons a minute and it's only 50 feet away. Kind of crazy. All right, let's get up here and hit it again. This will be the third time. Well, so far, based on pressures, I can't run anything more than about second gear. So I went ahead and opened the valve to release all the pressure on the system. Not the Packer, but the system. That valve right there. That drops the pressure to 0. I'm gonna try and hit it with third gear. I doubt it'll take it. If it won't, then I'll just go back to second. right, let's try it. Nope. Yeah, it won't take it.
A few moments later.
We just ran that one full tank, about 500 gallons. Took, I don't know, probably about 8 minutes. And we ran it down to probably 100 gallons left. So we're not flowing 55 gallons a minute into it this time, or 50. We're probably flowing about half that, maybe 25 or 30 in second gear. But at this point, we saw it go up that high, and then now it's dropped down to about 800. So that's a pretty significant drop overall. Still a tight hole though, since it won't take third gear. I'm honestly surprised it got that low.
Yeah. Yeah, me too. Tight as it was up there.
Yeah.
Because I saw 2,700 PSI. 47.
That's a little crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, that's highest I've seen it in a long time. Without it choking out the pump.
Yeah, that was all that motor wanted.
Yeah.
That was first gear held to the floor.
Yeah, that's something.
Made me nervous. So you want to test out the new Frack pump, you put it to the ultimate test there.
Yeah. The motor running cooler with that fan on it?
Yeah. A little. Probably the water pump that's wore out. We've damn near flowed all our water we got in here.
That's it, Mike. Set them off.
You want me to flow this last little bit?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. But I need you to pull that green hose out there.
I had made this fill port, and I knew that one end of my hose was male. I was like, okay, then I got a female end on the other. I ended up making it up wrong. So this way we don't have to take the lid off anymore. We just slide that down in there and then hook our hose to this. But I got to swap this to a female coupler. Cool. I got 400 more gallons of water. We're going to go ahead and flow it. And then we'll deflate the packer and see how long that takes to deflate. All the way to 0. Cool. Pop.
Frack.
I figured I might as well leave us 100 gallons. That way if we need to flush it a little.
Flush it out a little bit.
That was spectacular. Cool, Packer's holding steady at 1550. I'm gonna give it about 5 minutes and then we'll release it. Okay. Well, we just went in the house. It's very modern. I don't have permission to film inside, so I didn't. So I'm gonna come up here and we're gonna deflate the Packer. And we'll see just how long that takes. Okay, yeah, she's still holding strong. That's good. All right, so we're gonna crack this. We're gonna watch that. There we go. And we should be getting fluid. We're turning back through there. Once we get the major pressure off, then I can just open it wide on open. Oh yeah. She's flowing back nice. I can hear it pouring in. Cool. Oh, cool. Got a little ball vent. Now we wait. I'm giving it about 5 minutes, and there's the water. It finally reached up here to the surface, and man, look at the discoloration in that stuff. That stuff is a little gnarly. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead and flow my pump for a little while and flush out all that stuff. Oh yeah. Got my pump running now. Look at all the stuff that was plugging it up. Amazing. That's the flow you get out of the frack in first gear at idle. Probably like 10 to 15 gallons a minute. Packer came up and out like a dream. And since we flipped it, this side has...
And it looks good too.
Yep. So this used to be the bottom. You can still kind of tell it's slightly swollen, but not bad. But it definitely drains back a whole lot faster now. He said that it would return to the memory.
Yeah. Okay.
Very
It looks good. It looks good. I'm happy with it.
Yep.
Okay. Do we want to open up your side port?
Yeah, as soon as I get up off of his mats,
Right.
I'll open it up to where I don't have to haul water back home. Pick up all my trash.
Michael, I got a Mountain Dew over here, brother.
Okay. All right, valve still open.
Valve's
Yeah.
open.
We're good to go. I'm happy with it.
Yeah.
Hopefully he's happy with it.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and end the video here. At the beginning of the video, I showed you a couple of other clips of when I originally built the Packer. That was about 3 years ago. So if you want to check out that video of me swapping out to that Packer, that video only got 3,000 views and it's 3 years old. So it was made prior to a lot of the traction that I got. So if you're curious about that Packer video, it will be listed in the link in the description of this video below. Now, as we were leaving this job, the driller that we were fracking for, the guy who was walking up on us there on the frack job, they were actually down the road about 10-15 miles drilling a brand new well. If you recall back to the video I made about the young man who had fallen into the bored well and died, they were actually there drilling the church a brand new well. It's been about 6 to 8 months since that has happened, and as we were driving by, I got a quick clip of them cutting the well, and Dad pulled in there, but we were in 2 big trucks, so we kept going. Dad decided he was going to stop by there and check them out. And that's where he figured out that they were drilling for the church where all that happened. Now, if this is new information to you, I also have a video covering that topic where I'm just talking about it. A lot of details on that. It's kind of crazy, but that is still currently under investigation. But if you want to check out that video, I will also link that in the description below. So I'm going to end it here. Thank y'all for watching. If you haven't, please give the video a thumbs up. That is crazy. We've seen pressures fracking a well over 2,500 PSI. That is absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. But I think it dropped down to 600. So it's took 50 gallons a minute of inward flow. So that well might make a few gallons a minute when they're all said and done when it comes time to pump test. But I have no results for that since we frack for another company. It's going to be up to them to put a pump in it and do a pump test. But if in the future, probably 2-3 months from now, if we get results for like how much it improved, I will post them and pin them in the comment section. That way, if this video is viewed 3 months later, 4 months later, I'll let you know exactly how much it improved. But what it started out with was probably 2 ounces a minute, realistically. So thank y'all for watching. We'll see y'all later.